We are here with UC Irvine head coach David Niffen and student athletes Nolan Flexen and Ilir Heno after a 3-1 defeat in the semifinal round of the Hawaiian Islands presents the 2025 Outrigger Big West Men's Volleyball Championship. First, Coach, if you could start us off with your thoughts on tonight's match.
Yeah, I thought it was a battle, just in terms of emotional energy and effort from both teams. For anybody watching, obviously, we were exhausted. That was, I think, a 19-hour turnaround. So, the fact that we're playing back-to-back, and especially that late at night, is just that's a tough draw.
We'll open it up to questions from the media.
Tristan Baptiste, Guava Press Media. Second set, you guys win that set. I think everybody was just kind of like, okay, what's going to happen here?
Yeah.
Fourth set, it was close.
Yeah, close. We broke down in some places that, just from a strictly volleyball standpoint, that to me were not technical errors or things that maybe were, pressure that Hawaii was putting on us. They had a nice night. I thought Kurt really did the most exceptional job of serving. It was going all over the place. But other than that, the serves we were facing, I think it was more of just, we lapsed a little bit on some passing stuff. And again, that's the gauntlet that is the Big West. You earn your way into that bye by finishing first or second. And so, Long Beach and Hawaii earned that right. I think the reason that it's fresh in my mind and the reason I bring it up is because when you do the eye test and you think through the lens, right, because our season is still on until somebody tells us it isn't. You do the eye test right now, and if the purpose of the at-large committee, the selection committee, is to find the two best teams that didn't qualify through an automatic bid, the first place you're looking is the Big West, irregardless of what happens in the other conferences right now. I mean, it is so dominant in the Big West right now. So I think just understanding the metrics of coming in and losing at Hawaii in the playoffs, these three teams, Long Beach, Hawaii, and UC Irvine, are three of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, Coach Wade had mentioned, you mentioned earlier about Long Beach, Irvine, and Hawaii being the top three, and obviously last night on Spectrum Sports you mentioned about at large and how important that is. How important that is that for the Big West Conference?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, everybody who's paying attention to volleyball knows that the Big West Conference is the volleyball conference as much as anything. I mean, it's the Big West does a lot of things well. If you think of kind of a signature thing that we do better than anyone in the country, it's men's volleyball. So getting three teams in, great. But continuing to just have teams that can win the national championship, I think that's maybe the most relevant piece. So. And I'm confident that any of the three teams that we're discussing right now could win the national championship this year.
Billy Hull from the Star Advertiser. Nolan, the third set in particular, I think you guys were down 17-11, and you came back to tie it. Is that kind of one of those pivotal moments in the match where you feel like if you were able to kind of pull that third set out, that maybe things would have gone different tonight at the end?
I mean, yeah. We go out there to do a job, right? And if we do our job well, like, we should be pulling out that set. Like Nif said earlier, just a few volleyball things tactically that fell for us, and that was really the difference. You saw it in the fourth set. We came out a little bit hotter, and tactically we were playing good. I mean, Hawaii's a great team, so it's a battle, it's a dogfight.
And then Ilir, you've played a few matches in this arena, and I'm just curious, in your volleyball experience, what it's been like for you coming over here. Even when you guys played in the regular season, this place fills up because it's UC Irvine. But just what kind of has been your experience, and what kind of has it been like playing in this arena against in Hawaii, in this kind of what probably I would assume is a fun environment for you?
Yeah, I think I counted. I've been playing here, I think, like 9 times, and every single time it was exceptional. Whether it was full or not, every time the atmosphere was crazy. Like, you're in the court and you just like hear like everybody like shouting. Like, if you're not experienced, like, you're just like you get you're scared, But every single time I have good memories, very memorable. Bad memories, good memories, but at the end of the day, thinking back, it's like, it was just crazy.
Yeah, I think it's a measure of these guys, and like Ilir's a competitor. I think sometimes we see him do these amazing things, and I heard somebody say, "Oh, he's such a showman," and I go, "No, he's just a really creative volleyball player." But I mean, great competitors love to play in great venues against tough teams, and I think the fact that he's got such a respect for this place and the venue that it is, and the caliber of opponent says a lot. There's been years where we get invited to the outrigger. We don't have to say yes to come to a grueling tournament to play some of the top teams. In a tough environment, we could say no, but we always say yes because it's such a great place to compete.
TJ Bashir's VBelo Report. You have a strong fan base that not only at home but traveled out here. Just how important have your fans been throughout this season?
I mean, they're family. So I don't know. It's great when family can travel, especially when you got family that's a long way away.
Yeah, well, my family wasn't there, obviously, but I think it's really cool to see like the parents like involved and trusting what we do. It's super, I really like that. It also gives us like extra motivation. That's always good to have.
I'll tell you, for me, it's really cool knowing that the parent culture is so healthy with our team. One of the first places these guys go if they're struggling with something, or maybe they don't like something coach does, they're going to their parents or their maybe significant others or their wives, and to know that all of us are tracking the same direction with the same long-term objectives in mind gives me a lot of confidence. So I'm pretty grateful for that.
Brian McInnes with Spectrum News Hawaii. This is for Ilir. At the end of the match, it looked like for the handshake line, Coach Sarkovic with UH came up and shared some words with you. And I was just wondering if you could share kind of what that conversation was like.
Yeah. So what's great about Milan is that I don't know how, but he speaks like 14 different languages, and like he talked to me in French, and he was just like, I was bummed obviously because we lost like a huge game, but he just said words like, "You're exceptional, like you're the best player I've ever seen," and like that's super, like that's exactly what I need to hear, like, down, lost, whatever. And he raised my hand at the end. He was like, he took my hand and he put it up, as in like had no regrets. And I think that was exceptional.
Yeah, you're a champion regardless of outcome.
Just what makes the Hawaii Irvine rivalry just so dynamic for me? It's been top of the last few years.
Yeah. I mean, usually two pretty good teams. That helps. I don't know. It's a hard group of guys to dislike too. So I think you're kind of, if you're a Hawaii fan, you're cheering for Hawaii, but you're also kind of like these Irvine guys too, though. So it'd be nice if they played really well. We still want to win, but we like these Irvine guys. So I think that's part of it.